Do you know what addiction is? Many people talk about the disease concept. You could basically ask anybody, do you believe addiction is a disease or not? And they'll give you a pretty strong answer. Yes, no, it's a choice, it's a moral character issue, blah, blah, blah. Even our whole society functions on the nature of addiction. There's obviously levels to this thing. And then ask them, well, what makes it a disease? And watch the ignorance take place. Is it a neurological hijacking of the brain? The more you suffer, prior to your addiction, the more relief you needed to be okay in your own mind and body, the greater your addiction may have become. And here's the way to tell the difference between a substance abuser and an addict. There comes a point in using substances where the cost benefit analysis begins to shift. Right? Early on, it's all benefit, very little cost. I'm having a good time. I'm more comfortable in my own skin. It's easier to talk to the opposite sex. I feel sexier. I sleep better, less stress, anxiety, whatever. It does a whole bunch, right? Substances work. They work great, right? And the cost was maybe a hangover, a couple dollars here and there. Then it begins to shift. Then it shifts dramatically. Now it's all cost and the benefit's basically gone. You're not even enjoying it anymore. And it's costing you everything: family, health, future, goals, values, finances, everything, and giving you absolutely nothing in return. And when that first kind of transition becomes objective, where anybody is aware, hey, this thing's starting to cost me, it's a problem. And especially when you try to stop, you're like, I'm done with this shit. It's costing me too much and it's not giving me enough. Substance abusers stop because who the fuck doesn't want to stop with a cost benefit analysis like that? Addicts always get worse because for us, it had nothing to do with the substance, it had everything to do with our suffering. And people like me that were born addicted, that grew up with generational trauma, all these complex traumas, especially if you have a physical limiting disability like I do with my muscle spasms and chronic pain, the substance is the only solution I ever found. Nobody gave me maturity in my young age. It was all performance. My heroes were Walter Payton, Wolverine, and Rocky. There was no man in my life to help me evolve my consciousness, to learn how to be accountable, to understand the meaning of loyalty and consistency and what honesty actually meant. It's all performance. It was a movie star. It was a comic book character and a football player. Taught me grit, tenacity. But I didn't know how to transform those things in my life. Being the noble, sweet guy didn't work out well for me. Writing girls' poems in middle school got me made fun of. I became a savage when I switched high schools. I got in 2 fights, beat the shit out of a couple seniors, because by that time I was bullied so bad. I already been boxing for years. I've been learned how to defend myself. Not a tough guy. Not saying that, but I've been in way too many fights. I got the biggest asshole face you'll ever see. One of the one of the many reasons why I'm covering my face. I have a very punchable face. But what I learned when I come to school the next day after those fights is I was one of the most popular kids in school. My ego didn't understand this transformation. The more savage I became, the more popular I got. And so more and more performance, character, moving away from values and my suffering, then more loss and homelessness. The addiction was the only solution I had. And then I got told what we all got told when we relapse. I guess you didn't suffer enough. I guess you didn't hit your bottom. I guess you didn't really want it. Sure, because I didn't do what you told me, did I? I didn't go to 3 meetings a day. I didn't call 5 people a day. I didn't do step work every day. I didn't understand how I didn't have any awareness of self. It was still performative nonsense. Going to meetings, looking good in a tank top, flirting with all the girls. Sure, that's what I understood about recovery. I don't disagree with anything in the 12-step model. Shit, it took me 20 years to catch up to what Bill W. was talking about. Most of my friends don't have a fucking clue. And this isn't anger, it's frustration and sadness that when I did ask questions, when I would say, "Hey, man, I'm going out of my mind. I'm done with detox, and I can't sit in this body, man. My brain's on fire. I don't know what to do. I'm in tears, man. Help me." "Well, you're overcomplicating it." "Okay, so what do I do? Other than don't pick up and go to a meeting, got that. What do I do with my pain? What do I do with the insanity of being in this body?" "We'll just keep it simple." "Hey, man, well, how'd you do that?" "Well, why you always gotta ask questions? Just being so stubborn." No, man. I wasn't being stubborn. I was interested. I was curious. I was seeking awareness, understanding. The truth? They didn't know. I wasn't being an arrogant asshole. I was exposing their ignorance. And this isn't I'm not mad. I thought people were gatekeeping from me. I understand. I grew up in the same world you did. This language is foreign. Spiritual language is about performance to us. Virtue signaling, noble words without personal accountability. I had to rewire myself so consistently